Few people in the fishing industry have been as influential as famed lure builder and avid angler Patrick Sebile. Born with salt in his blood and a rod in his hand, Patrick holds countless records with the IGFA. He crafted his first lure growing up as a child in the south of France, and since then he's continued inventing and holds numerous patents for hundreds of lure inventions. With a passion for fishing like no other, Patrick enrolled in engineering school where he swiftly began designing fishing equipment that began revolutionizing the sport. At 16, he invented a hook whose new design rendered the hook 30 to 40% stronger than any conventional hook before. At age 18, a fishing trip to Africa led Patrick to a new career as a guide. During his nearly 2 decades as a guide, he made fishing history by guiding Max Dumek to the current all-tackle world record tarpon, a massive 286-pound 9-ounce fish. After many successful years guiding in Africa, Sebile felt it was time for a change. Sebile Innovative Fishing, his first lure company, was launched in late 2003 and brought to market 2 of the most popular striper surf casting lures of all time. Patrick launched these 2 lures, the Magic Swimmer and the Stick Shad, by partnering with On the Water and including a lure in each sign-up package of the Striper Cup. The lures became overnight successes and have become synonymous with catching large striped bass up and down the Northeast. In 2011, Sebile Lures was acquired by Pure Fishing, and Patrick stayed on as a consultant until 2017. With an engineer's mind and a fisherman's heart, Patrick decided to start a new venture, Patrick Sebile's Band of Anglers, where he would launch his next generation of saltwater lures, Oceanborn, tailored towards Northeast striped bass fishermen. With the first wave of large migratory stripers reaching Cape Cod in late May, I invited Patrick to join me as we headed out in search of some of the early season topwater blitzes where we could put these new lures to the test.
So we got some birds working. We just arrived here off of Race Point.
What's the depth here?
Right now we're in 120 feet of water. So I think this is going to be just under the surface bite. You got birds working and kind of diving. I think it's on real small bait right now. So what are you going to start out with?
Basically, one dart spin. That's one of my new baits.
I have not seen this one yet.
Yeah,
Patrick.
that was a little surprise for you today.
You were holding out on me.
I do.
I like that, with a little blade at the end, huh?
Yes. Soft plastic body, you can rig it with a wide gap hook. If you want it weedless, you can go on jig heads. And you have the benefits of a soft plastic body. That's a super plastic, so that's a prototype, but the final one, I show you one later. So it's really very strong, very, very versatile bait. So in this case, we can catch and retrieve or jig it. And then we will have 2 each of the pencil popper, the pencil, flying pencil. So we have a...
Now you have this in 2 ways. You have this in like
3.
In the long distance casting, which is going to be your 4 ounces.
4.5.
And then you have the middleweight, which is
Sinking one, which is about 2.5, 3 to 3/4 ounce, and then we have the floater. And each of them really complement each other. The wings give lift on the air, and when you retrieve, even if they are heavy, they stay on the top thanks to the wings. And the ribs under the belly, it helps to cut through the air because you make teeny turbulences, and that helps to stabilize longer casts. And
I imagine though when you're retrieving it though, it also gives it more action in the water because it's pushing a lot of water that way.
Yeah.
And then the wings help bring it up.
That's why those wings, they have different use. When you have the floating model, the walking the dog action thanks to the wings is great. So you take the floater one on the days when the fish are very finicky, you need to have that great walking the dog action, you take the floaters. Most of the time, you probably want to take the sinkers, which are heavier, so makes longer casts. And when you really want to cast very far away, when you want to fish deep as a jig, that's where you go with the SLD.
When you chose the name of your new company, it was very important to you. A Band of Anglers. Everyone that will work for your company, however big you get, is always going to be a fisherman.
Always.
And I think that's where that came from.
I'm not in this business because I'm there to make money. I'm there to make a living.
Right.
I'm there to live my passion.
Yeah.
And I want that everybody who
That
join
you
me,
work with,
who work
to be
us,
anglers,
and who
to be
join the
fishermen.
band of
Right.
anglers,
Yeah.
I want to be anglers. And many people dream, oh, I wish I can have a job in the fishing industry. And now you look, those fishing companies where 50, 80% of the people have nothing to do with angling. I can't believe that. I was in meetings and stuff like that. We will have a break. Nobody will talk about fishing. People say, oh yeah, you're fishing all the time. Let's talk about golf. Let's talk about football. No, a band of anglers about fishing. That's our life, that's our passion.
That's exactly it. I think they're going to come to us. They're moving this way. I'll back up a little bit.
But, got
There
it.
you go.
Yeah, to the dart spin. I was thinking they're feeding on very teeny bait, so the dart spin is that
He hit it right at the boat,
soft
huh?
plastic, and there's the blade in the tail, and obviously loved it. First cast.
All right.
There you go. You want it?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Nice, Patrick. That's a really fresh fish. Just moved in. It's got sea lice all over. Look at them breaking out ahead of the bow here. All right, I'm going to let you release that.
There are some really good fish in that school that's feeding on super teeny prey. And I believe the attraction of the dart spin is that you have that blade. The blade is only, an inch long. So it may mimic a school of 2 or 3 bait fish in their eyes, because we tried the bigger lure, swim them, you got 1 bite, but the other fish were merely looking at the prey. But the dart spin, 2 casts, right away, I just crank, 2 yards, and then bam.
Very slow, right?
Yeah, very slow, really. Like, slower.
Slower.
Yeah. Okay. They really love the dart spin, I promise you.
What's that?
They really love the dart spin,
Oh, yeah.
I promise you.
But you only have one of those, right?
The final one, yeah, sadly.
Oh.
We're supposed to have 40 to fish with this week, but love fishing those waters. Love Cape Cod and Massachusetts, New England, all this area.
Oh, nice fish, Patrick.
Yeah. It's still on the line.
There you go. So they're feeding on small bait, and you can tell that they're really dialed into what you have right now. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another Cape Cod striped bass, sea lice on it, so you can tell that this fish just moved in, real fresh. And that's about typical size that you're getting out here. There were some big ones. When we first got in here, you see the backs on some of
I
those?
saw.
Before we're done, we'll get those guys.
Yeah. Kiss that one goodbye.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Woo! Look at that.
We got a ton below us. I don't know if I should run the boat to them or let us drift to them. All right, right off the bow here.
Yeah, they are really on super teeny prey. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, look at that, look at that. It's only fish. Look, 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock, go.
They're 1 o'clock, they're everywhere. Oh, there it is. Come on. He just whacked it.
You missed it?
Yeah, he just tapped it. There he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect. He tapped it right when I landed. You get on one too. We'll double up. Boy, you can't fish this slow enough, huh?
Yes.
I'm gonna get this guy off quick because there's a bunch of schools and I think there's bigger fish around us, so. Here we go, quick release. We got fish outside of us. Boy, they are on the surface and they're really fishing it slow. Patrick, let you cast this. You cast that. I'm probably gonna throw the white one at one of the top waters. I'm just trying to look around to see where we should make a move, if any.
Okay. Yeah, they go faster.
Yeah.
A bit faster, that's the key. You see, 1 hour ago, I was really slow, and now 20–30% faster than earlier. Love those fish. I mean, really, is there any one angler in the world who don't love fishing striped bass?
I think this is one of the best fish in the world to catch.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You can catch with many different ways, techniques, lures. Oh, every single one gives me so much fun. So much fun. Yep, here we go, guys. All right. There's another one. Woo.
After landing a few more fish off of Race Point, it was time to switch gears and see if the afternoon bite inside the inner harbor had turned on. Large schools of squid had collected in Provincetown Harbor, and this was the perfect opportunity to throw the big flying pencils and poppers with the hope of targeting some larger fish. Once in the harbor, the birds wasted no time showing us where the fish were, and with the throttle down, we sped towards the bite. Since the fish were mainly feeding on large squid just below the surface, the flying pencils allowed us to cover a lot of water while matching the size and shape of the bait perfectly.
Come on, come on. There he is.
Yeah, cool. Oh, nice fish. Yeah, nice.
Nice fish.
Oh, nice bite.
Oh, that hit way out there, Patrick.
Yeah.
Nice fish. Big slop, big tail. So I was fishing the flying popper, and I think Patrick had the flying pencil.
Yeah.
And we were covering a lot of space because I looked over my shoulder and I saw Patrick cast it. He was way out there, and I saw it hit. Beautiful,
Oh,
big
that's a
girl
good
right
sign.
there.
That fish don't want to come up. That's good. That is good sign. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now we are talking of really good fish.
Oh yeah, huh?
That is what we were really looking for. Having lots of fun. Look at that. Loads
I think
of
I finally
fun.
kept up with you. You know, look at
You
that,
work
my
hard for
friend.
that, but that's good. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look
huh?
at these beauties.
I'm gonna get this guy out. Oh, he's pretty good. Water's still cold.
But slowlier than that. Hey, I got it.
Super slow?
Super slow. Like really super slow. And that's nice fish. That's nice fish. That is Come here. Come here, dude. It's nice fish. And you hear that drag is hard. It's 50-pound braid, so. Look at that. You know what, Chris? Can you
Yes.
help me grabbing that one, please?
I'll grab it for you. Yep.
I think it's barely hooked on the mouth, so I want to be secure because that's really a good fish.
Look at this, huh? Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I want to be secure because he bit so gently when I was going so
Yeah,
slow.
yeah.
I'm afraid the hook is just, you know, not too much, not too well hooked. So
She's not ready yet.
yeah, you're maybe not in the middle. Yeah, you got it. Go, good.
Nice fish, Patrick.
Thank you, Tim. Man. And let's see. I don't see here. It's.
What do you
I
think?
think it's 27 or 26
I was thinking
and a
about
half.
27.
Yeah. Look,
You said it was just hanging on there.
I
huh?
told you that was just barely.
Nice fish, Patrick. Dive bomb him, right?
Way to go.
Come on, come on. He knocked it right out of the water. There he is. Oh, yeah.
Good.
There's a fish that just mauled a squid right there. Oh, it's funny because when this guy hit, there was a big guy right behind, big girl right behind it.
After a couple quick drifts, Patrick and I could determine the pattern the squid were following in order to stay one step ahead of the blitzing bass. And with a quick run up above them, the prevailing wind kept us on the bite all afternoon.
There is some really nice fish in here, and they're all on squid, but I think if we get anything in the middle of these fish right now, they're so worked up. I'm gonna throw behind us. There he right out of the gate. Oh, he smoked that thing. So guys, end of May here, one of our favorite places to fish. I know it's one of Patrick's favorite places to fish, Cape Cod. And coming down here off of Race Point, we're catching really nice fish actually in the harbor. So the wind picked up a little bit, not too bad, blowing about 13 to 15. The opportunity to come in here and kind of catch nice fish. So you got all these fish that are kind of right behind them, Patrick, you see it?
Yeah.
We've had some big ones in here. All right, fella, you're going right back out.
Come on, come on, come on. Yep.
Yeah. Drop one, picked up the other. There you go, fella. Just soaked me for my effort. Did you see that? Patrick, tight again?
Oh yeah. Come, let me release you so I can catch another one. Here you go.
Oh, there it is. There's a big dog. I got my name on it too. Look at this right here. Oh, come on. Man, he blew up on that, huh?
And you know what I was doing? Teddy retrieve, swimming,
yeah.
swimming the pencil again.
With mine, I would pop, pop, let it sit. Pop, pop, let it sit. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom.
That's the best way for the small ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna edit that.
No, please keep it.
Boy, they just are in tune with this white. Even though they're on the squid right now, they just love this slow retrieve.
You know, when I made the test, I compared to all the best casting distance lure on the market. I made sure that those will cast farther. And the best thing is not me saying that or any advertisement. The best is when one angler tries. He takes the lure that he believes is his best long distance casting lure, and he tried one of my SLDs, the flying popper or the flying pencil, and then now he casts. He tried, and when he sees the difference, people were looking and were like, what is this?
Not as nice as the ones we got over there, but nice fish.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Patrick, caught quite a bit of fish today, huh?